Broadcasting to Stoke-on-Trent
and the world. This is Six Towns Radio.
We are back. This is Andy in the Morning, only on Six Towns Radio. We're back with George and the Betley Festival. We were talking about some of the big bands, and I'm not going to lie to you, they sound amazing. It's going to be fantastic. I mean, we just heard from Happy Mondays and indeed Status Quo, and I don't know who I'm more excited about.
I'd go for the Status Quo. Although, to be fair, it's pretty close with Happy Mondays. But then again, the Farm are good.
True.
And Mungo Jerry. I mean, you know, you can't pick...
There's too many to choose from.
You can't pick one, can you? I mean, as we say, it's 3 days and it's one stage. And there'll be something, hopefully, for everybody. Yeah. And hopefully people will come along to more than one of the 2 days. It's just going to be an incredible weekend. And hopefully everyone will take to it and it can become an annual event. And that's what we would like. That's the whole meaning of this, to make it an annual event that people don't have to travel 50 or 100 miles away, and they can come, get a bus, come to it, and then go home in the evening. And that's what we want.
It would literally be fantastic. I mean, you know, some of the big ones, you know, the Carling Festival, Glastonbury, etc. You know, and then now we've got putting Stoke on the map, as it were, or Betley, really.
And that's it. It's never. I mean, okay, it has been done. I mean, I know Trentham Gardens and loads of other places are doing it, and they're doing it very successfully. But we know that we can exist. We're not in competition. We know that we can exist as a separate entity, and we can do it slightly differently. We can actually put the bigger artists in because we've got the stage, because we've got 252 acres. We can easily accommodate 13,000 cars. You know, where else can you go? So we think that we can develop this in the next few years and just get bigger and bigger and bigger. Subject to this year being okay, we're already planning for next year, and even I'm astonished that we now have a couple of artists who've called us through their managers saying, we would like to perform at Betley, and I'm going, you can't be serious. You know, it's just astonishing. But hey, more about that anon. And no, you're not going.
Do I ask the next question?
No. You're not going to get any sense out of me at all for 2014. Let's do 2013 first. Yeah.
Well, you've got. Wait, never mind next year. You've got some huge bands on this year.
Yes.
And you know, well, not just huge bands, but that have been around forever. I mean, hell, Status Quo. Pretty much, they were there when rock was invented. You know, I mean, they're going to be phenomenal. But you've got all these big bands, but do you have any crazy riders?
Right, well, now I've got to be careful what I say here, because of course, as you know, it's all contracted. It's
maybe just tell us the rider.
Well,
maybe not that it's.
We've in our discussions with artists, they do present the fee, in other words, the money that they need to perform, and we work out whether we can afford it.
Yeah. But
then also there's this second sheet of paper which can run to like 50, 60 points. And we've had one who he would come if he had a particular type of orange juice which we can only buy in one state in the United States. What? It's only available, so we would have to fly it in. You cannot physically buy it at this side of the pond, as they say.
Good God.
We've had another artist who will only perform if the dressing room is made of the furniture in the dressing room is made of a particular type of wood.
What?
Yes.
What? Everything in the room has
everything
to be wood?
in the room.
Oh, it has to be a type.
Yes. Everything that's made of wood in the room has to be made of a particular type of wood. Now, as to whether you and I would know the difference between ash and oak, but apparently they say this artist does. So that was another thing. We said goodbye to that artist because we weren't going to play that game. One of the artists that we have got, no names, no pactorial, but obviously the artist would like a toaster, and he'd like an individual cucumber, and he'd like 6-pot noodles,
all right,
and loads of other things. And at the bottom, there were two, and the second one really made my wife laugh. But the penultimate one is. Gaviscon, heartburn, indigestion tablets.
Yes.
And we thought, okay, so what are you going to do? Are you going to cook yourself a meal? And then at the bottom, it's a special surprise.
So
now,
what, it was a surprise for you, or they just want you to surprise them?
Yeah, they want us to surprise them. Now, Susan, my wife, said, that the surprise is you've got none of the above.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But no,
surprise.
I mean, it's worth pandering to some of them because they are absolutely awesome. Because when you actually think back, listening to the tracks you've been playing there, to think seriously that we've got Status Quo and Happy Mondays in the middle of this area,
Yeah.
performing there. It is even I have to pinch myself. I really do. As we've just been chatting off air, I cannot believe that we've got them.
Yeah.
It is just awesome.
Coming to our lovely town are
Yeah.
all these massive names.
Yeah, and it's a £4 bus journey, isn't
Yeah.
it? £4 return or something, unless it's a Saturday when it's free.
Yeah.
Hey, we can't make it easier, can we? I mean, okay, let me know if we can.
Tell you what, worth the ticket money alone will be when all these massive, huge bands, you've seen them on all the radio stations and the telly, and you've seen them in massive festivals and this and that and the other, and they come on and go, "Good evening, Bentley!" Or Betley, sorry. Oh, God, sorry.
You did say you were going to say that, didn't you? Yeah.
Good evening, Betley! We love you! Woo!
I mean, Union J's got an incredible following.
Yeah.
Rumoured to be the new JLS, the new One Direction, maybe. Phenomenal. And to be able to see them and also then get home at night, not have to stay in a hotel or B&B,
Exactly. And all of this, quite literally, on our doorstep for, to be honest, far less money than you'd pay to go and see just one of them on their own.
Yeah, and it's a great place to come to anyway, because we got this enormous 26 acre lake that you can sit by and have a drink and have a picnic. Well, have something to eat. We're not allowing people to bring their barbecues.
Ooh.
No.
Are people allowed to bring just picnics, though, for example?
No. We have quality food at reasonable prices. There's nothing rip-off here. But I mean, of course, the things like, just as an interesting story, we're going to have straw bales for people to sit on because it's a farm.
Yeah.
And the people want to sit down. They can sit on the parkland and it's fine, but they can sit on. But the straw bales have got to be treated with fire retardant for the health and safety.
Obviously.
Just in case. But then, of course, at the end of it, what do you do with the straw bales? Because you can't feed them to animals because they've been treated with chemicals.
Obviously.
And you can't burn them because, hey, guess what? They've been treated with fire retardant. Yeah. So it's little quirky things like that we have to accommodate, not least of which the riders of these artists. I mean, we haven't come across the different coloured sweets yet.
1,000 brown M&Ms.
Yes, exactly. We've had the 4 bottles of champagne chilled to a certain temperature, proved with a thermometer.
Oh God!
It's crazy. It's the crazy world of rock and pop, apparently.
Well, to be honest, the riders sound pretty good, and pretty interesting, some of them. But I tell you what, it'd be absolutely worth it. Just sitting in a field in Betley on a glorious sunny afternoon, eating a burger, eating some, drinking a warm can of something, and just watching some fantastic bands, knowing full well that you're within 10 minutes of your house.
That's exactly it. You couldn't say it better. That's exactly what we want to do.
Well, I tell you what, let's go to some more music. This is the Saturdays, and gentlemen. The Saturdays aren't at the festival yet.
We don't know. We're not saying the acts for the Saturday will be announced over the next few weeks, if indeed there are still tickets left, because they did go on sale about 20 minutes ago. 20 minutes ago, maybe.
35 minutes ago.
So let's see.
Quickly again, what was the website that you can go buy tickets?
www.junction16.com.
Six Towns Radio.
We are back. Okay, there we go. We are back now, honest, and I do know what I'm doing. Please stay with me, people. But we are back, and we're talking about the Betley Festival. It's not. Is it the Junction 16 Betley Festival, or just the Betley Festival? Or?
Well, people are calling it the Betley Festival, and we call it Junction 16. I mean, you can go on, you can do Facebook at Junction 16 Betley, or you can tweet with us at Betley Court Farm. But we're calling it Junction 16, really, which is, if you ever look it up on the website, it's Junction 16, that's SIXTEEN.com, not the figures.
So have a look at the Facebook, the Twitter, and the web page there to keep up with all the new bands that you'll be
That's
bringing
true.
on.
Yes, we're going to announce them as we over the next few weeks for the Saturday. It'll just get bigger and bigger. There's probably another 9-10 bands to be announced between now and, I'd reckon, about this third week in July. So we'll stretch it out, keep everybody excited.
And remember, you can go to that website as well if you want to buy tickets.
That's true. We've priced them reasonably. The VIP for Status Quo have sold out, so unfortunately yeah, I know. It just happens, you see, it just happens. But no, it's 25 for Status and 15 on the Saturday and 35 for Happy Monday. So hopefully everybody thinks it's affordable. With, of course, I know I keep plugging it, but it's the free bus on the Saturday because
you should be. I mean,
it's local. It keeps it makes it affordable, and that's what we're trying to do.
I don't really know of another festival that puts the transport on. I mean, I've been to a fair few. Never, however, with the free. Although I've never been to what we class as a local one. So this is going to be good because it's pretty much going to be all of Stoke.
I certainly hope so. I mean, the word's getting out. We put the large banners up over the weekend, and then the posters are going in the shops. Now that we've got all 3 days announced, I hope that everybody will come together, and it will be a local event that's affordable. And I'll keep banging on about this every time I speak to anybody about it. It's keeping it local. It's keeping it affordable. It can get too expensive going to festivals. So let's be sensible and reduce the prices so everybody has a good time and still has money in their pocket.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, it's reasonably priced. I'd say nicely priced. How it should be, really, for a nice day out. To be honest, you could take your entire family and you wouldn't be breaking the bank, as it were. That's very
very true. And even down to the disabled access, because we recognise that people do have disabilities. So we give a free carers ticket for everybody, and there's a disabled platform. So we're trying to make it as inclusive as we possibly can. It's our first year. We will learn. We will get better.
Yeah.
We're not going to be perfect. We are completely upfront with everybody, but we'll just do our best, and then we'll go forward into the second and the third and the fourth years. I mean, everybody. The things that when people go to the festivals, they think about toilets, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they think about toilets. They think about queues, and they think about the price of the food. Now, the toilets, well, we've all had the experiences, and it's early morning, and we won't talk about them on air, but we've all experienced bad toilets.
Yeah.
We hope we've got that fine, attendant toilets, regularly, all that sort of stuff. So, and plenty of them. Oh, yes, plenty
good.
of them.
I like that.
Let's just knock that one on the head.
Do this properly.
Yes. The queues, plenty of facilities to eat and to drink, be it soft drinks or alcoholic drinks.
Oh, you are serving alcohol?
Yes.
Excellent.
But proper facilities with lots of staff, because we don't want people queuing up.
Yeah.
And we've all been there. We've wanted a beer or a coffee, and we've waited 20 minutes in a queue, and you've missed the band or part of the set for the band that you came to watch.
Yeah.
Well, that's just not on, is it? That's just not acceptable to anybody. So we are going to put plenty of facilities on so that people can get drink and food relatively quickly. Yes, we can't say it's instantaneous. 15,000 people, and if they all decide to drink at the same time, there's going to be a bit of a queue.
Which they will in between the bands.
Well, yes, but 250 bar staff. I think we'll actually accommodate that, or we hope. But hey, in 3 months' time, you may be going, George, do you remember saying there'd be no queues?
Well, I'll tell you what, right, we'll go over the basics again, but it sounds fantastic. So, do you want to go through the tickets again? Where do you get the tickets
Okie
from?
dokie. The tickets are available at the 16 Douglas Macmillan Hospice shops in the area, because, of course, it's Dougie Mac's 40th year and we're supporting them. You can go onto the website. You can visit Betley Court Farm, should you be going on the way to Crewe anytime soon, or coming from Crewe this way. You can go to Junction 16, that's SIXTEEN.com, and purchase them through the regular online ticket agencies. I will say that if you book them online, there is an administration fee. If you go to Dougie Mac, and if you come to us, there isn't.
Excellent.
You can also call us if you're clever enough and find the number on the website. We will actually do it by post and still not charge you the administration fee.
Well, there you go.
So there's a bit of a way around that one. And it's Status Quo, Mungo Jerry on the Friday.
Yeah.
Pop, Union J, and everybody else on the Saturday, and then of course the iconic Happy Mondays, and the Farm, and 808 State, and Peter Hook of Joy Division, and Inspiral Carpets, and Dave Haslam. I mean,
it's going to be fantastic.
I hope so.
Plus lots of other guests yet to be announced.
Yes, and you're still not going to get
Oh,
me drawn.
come on!
No, you try this on, don't you? I expect it, but no. You can't twist my arm that much.
What was the Facebook and Twitter again?
Okay, the Facebook is Junction 16 Betley, so that's 16 Betley. That's Junction 16 Betley, and the easy one is the Twitter is at Betley Court Farm.
At Betley Court Farm. All right. Well, we'll put all of those details on our Facebook page, just so you can get on there and you can have a look and see if bands, because you never know. There might be some more massive bands in the pipeline.
We hope so. Well, we know so, but you don't know yet.
I'm still not saying anything. Right, well, I'm afraid that's all the time that we have left for today. Thank you very much for coming in.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
I'm sure. And remember, tickets went on sale at 9 o'clock, so you better get online and try and get as many tickets as you can. And to be honest, it's very nicely priced, and it sounds like it sounds like you've got all the bases covered, really. It really does sound like
That's very, very kind. We hope so. We're pretty confident that it's going to be... We just want the weather now, and it's going to be a cracking summer.
Amen to... Well, here's hoping. Someone touch some wood.
quick.
Well, thank you very much for joining in. My name's been Andy. You guys have been fantastic. I'm going to leave you with Sonic Boom 6 and keep on believing.
We love music. You are locked into Six Towns Radio.